must succeed. Let's make sure that history never forgets the name. Enterprise. Guard out.
Our lives are different to anybody else's. That's the exciting thing. Nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
Greenville, I am calling battle station. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Firstly, I'm a freshly shorn Rabbi, right? I finally got a haircut. Oh, my God. What an easy way to lose 5 pounds. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. And again, we're back. We're back another week, and we go, this one came the closest, right? It got a good 30 minutes of being a Doctor Who episode, like a good Doctor Who episode at that, right? Like, a Doctor Light one. Another one. Shooting, this was 2 days a shoot for shooting, right? And I think this is the night shoot that allegedly got Millie Gibson fired, okay? From what I understand. So for 30 minutes, it's a solid episode of Doctor Who, mainly because of the lack of shooting, frankly. And it's only marred 25 minutes in when Shooty shows up with being a juvenile, horny piece of shit. I mean, for fuck's sake. Ooh, you're hot. Oh, fuck off. Just stop. Okay? Just fuck off. But then, okay. Russell D. Davies is a broken man. All right, that's my takeaway. Russell D. Davies is a broken man. He's okay. The essence of Doctor Who. It's not that the Doctor's a hero, because the Doctor is a hero, right? No, it's not that. It's their morality plays of good triumphing over evil every time, right? That's what even if to triumph over evil, they have to be a bit evil themselves. Like, what's it? Horror Fang Rock being great. Everybody dies, and they like, you do have Leela gloating over the, death of the Ruton, right? Which is marvelous, right? It's very real. And that's really what I liked about Tom Baker's Doctor, that he, gave him that Olympian detachment, as they used to say, but also made him very flawed and unreliable, right? Like, so, but it's always about good triumphing over evil, right? That's the essence of Doctor Who, right? When you strip away all the layers, it's morality plays with good triumphing over evil to inspire you, right? That's what I mean. They're interesting plays. They're weird. They're different, right? But it's always good triumphing over evil. I mean, like, listen, I would say it took probably 3 stories, like their first filming block, before they worked that out, right? You had, Hartnell's Doctor being very dodgy, right? And, I wouldn't say the Tribe of Gum is about good triumphing over evil. I mean, to a certain extent, it's just about them surviving, right? Good story, but, that's so interesting. That's probably why it feels somewhat different from the rest of Doctor Who. You go to any other story, like, I mean, after Age of Destruction, when you got Susan wandering around with a pair of scissors, right? Pretty much, right? From what's the full story? Marco Polo, right? They're kind of, I don't know. By the time we get to Troughton, and he's stopped being like the aimless wanderer, and like, he's a guy looking for shit, right? That's basically what, I mean, look, but you can't be an aimless wanderer and fight the Daleks every week, right? That doesn't really fly. So it's what's I gonna say? So where this episode fails is it's not an uplifting story. It's a very pessimistic, dismal view of the world. I think Rusty Davies is saying very clearly he absolutely hates the people he's writing it for, right? He absolutely detests them with every fiber of his being. Because look, here's the thing. Russell can't lie in his writing. Russell has to, it's like Trump. Like Trump is going to be Trump. Russell's going to be Russell. They're all turned up to 10 all the time. So, I think this is Russell Davies absolutely despising his audience, right, that he's chasing. Oh, because he depicts them in a unflattering manner, and then they get less flattering as it goes along, right? This is literally 2 days worth of filming for them, though. I mean, like, bizarrely, it was one studio behind a green screen, right? On chairs. They didn't even, and basically they had to get a hair and makeup costume and sit, like, they probably could have done it in an afternoon. Because it was a Doctor-like episode. They did have a hero in it who would have been a much better Doctor, right? I mean, really, that hero was so heroic. It was like, wow, what a hero. Sadly. So, it just failed. Oh, and it was so Doctor Who-y as well. Like, I don't want to detract. The monsters were great. Setup was great. The overall story was not good. It was a dank and depressing one. I finally worked out, by the way, the thing that really pissed me off about 73 Yards. The thing about 73 Yards is it's so annoying. It's like A Million Ways to Sunday. It pisses you off, right? It just pisses you off all, everywhere. So here's the thing that really pissed me off. That it didn't have internal logic in that. It's not only we didn't find out what she said or how this time loop happened or what was like nothing, right? Like we've no idea how this went down, right? And it's really disappointing because Rusty Davies, he could have just written like a 3-line scene as like or built up to Ruby becoming the lady, right? There's so many ways it could have been done, and it would have been enhanced. It's not a mystery; it was lazy writing. Or Russell just passed it. I think, honestly, I think Russell's just over the hill. And I hate to say that, one of Britain's finest TV writers. I think he's over the hill. So I mean, again, and wait a minute, and he was saying that this couldn't have been filmed until now, 10 years ago. There's no way they got the budget. What the fuck is he talking about? Slug Monsters and did that in the 80s, you dumb cunt, okay? I think you could have done better than the Mestals, right? Yeah, you could have done Slug Monsters. Yeah, that wouldn't have vexed you. Everything was location filming, right? In like, I don't know, some Milton Keynes type nightmare. And there was a graphic of like, somebody you've seen it, the bubble over their head. Yeah. They could have done that in fucking 80s. What you talking about? Oh no, we could have done that 10 years. What the fuck are you talking about? I could do that now, probably using Canva. Fuck it, I could do it as a overlay in fucking StreamYard. What the fuck is he talking about? Stop pumping everything up, you dumb cunt. All right, it makes you look like a prick because we can fucking see it. Oh, you got to see this monster to believe it about 73 Yards. Where was the fucking monster in it? There was a fuzzy old lady. Right? Anyway, this fuzzy old lady. This is what really annoyed me, right? Because this is the crux of the show, right? This is the crux of the plot. I mean, of a major part of the plot anyway. Was that when anybody talked to the old lady, they'll look at Ruby and go, ah, and run away, right? Indicating they were very scared of Ruby and wanted to get away from her, right? And then when it happened with her mother, she saw it, this look of contempt and hatred. Ah! And people looked at her and they ran from her, right? It was her. It wasn't the old lady. It wasn't they went crazy and ran. They ran from her, right? And there's always the thing when they'll look over. When finally, the villain who isn't a villain, I mean Roger Willem, who they must have cut out his obnoxious politics because why else was he there? So when she did this weird thing to get the lady to stand next to him, right? even though it made no bloody sense. I mean, how do you know it was going to be that direction, 73 yards, right? Could have been. And what's the big deal about walking on the grass? Why were they about to shoot her? Don't walk on the grass, motherfucker! No, what the fuck? I thought that was going to explain that. No, I forgot about that stupidity. Oh, get down on grass! And like, what the fuck are you talking about? Could you imagine if an Israeli did that? Oh, fuck you! You'll be at the Hague before you can fucking breathe, right? What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, I've got the part I didn't like yet. So, and in her 40-year-old makeup, where she looked like a hot 23-year-old. I don't get. Okay, she looks like a hooker when you get her to dress up as a MILF. Okay, that's basically where we're going, right? Worked for me. It did not look 40. I'm sorry. I mean, listen. In all fairness, what the makeup artists may have a lot of trouble, like chiseling down that beauty, right? Yeah, that youthful exuberance. And you know what? Don't try, baby. But that was just shit. She wore a pair of glasses and had a different haircut, right? And listen, how many guys would not give two shits that she didn't pay attention to them if they could be fucking her? I'm saying. I think she probably got quite a few relationships going that way, right? One can see the benefits. Anyway, but the point is, when she finally lines him up with Roger Ackquillan, he goes, doesn't look at her, doesn't it? He just goes, and runs away. Why? It's always to do with her. Just get rid of her. Who's standing on the grass and about to get shot for some reason. Don't get on the grass! What the fuck? What? Why not? Why not? I mean, look, I understand the rule is don't go on the grass, but if you shoot me for going on the grass, I think some may call that an overreaction, right? So that's what annoyed me about 73 yards. But, where was I? Dot and Bubble. Yeah, very good, strong, normal episode of Doctor Who. And then Russell Davis' hatred of his audience and depression comes out. Oh, Russell, mate, I wish I... See, look, this is the problem with an intelligent person with Trump derangement syndrome, right? It's that it's like when you get an intelligent person in a cult, it's much harder to deprogram because you're fighting against their brain. And he's a smart guy, right? And oh boy, I just wish we could get to him. You know, it's like Star Trek, Next Generation, best of both worlds, right? Riker's plan is to get back Picard. Right plan, by the way, Riker. Sleep, data. He's exhausted. That's the stupidest line. When you go, sleep, data, and Crush like, he's exhausted. Really? Or maybe he's trying to tell Data. No, Dr. Carter. Anyway, you notice how everything is more fun than Doctor Who. But yeah, wouldn't you like to be able to kidnap Russell back? If they no, wake up! They caught you. It's like you believe bullshit. Oh, you don't need to be so miserable, Russell. Okay. Okay. Right-wing people were dicks in the 80s. Yes. Religious right-wing people were dicks in the 80s. Yes, they were. I was there. I saw it, right? The Queer Alliance are being Nazis now, right? It's like, it's a bit of a fucking difference. Well, yeah, no, you guys are worse, right? You got totally worse. But yeah, no, I'm not denying the right-wing religious shittery. And I'm right-wing religious. What the fuck going on at me? How much more else can I get? But again, look, Russell. It's not okay. It's not all bad, darling. Is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I wish I could get this to Russell. We love you, dearly. I mean, dude, you gave us some great Doctor Who. Let's be fair. But like, the woke mind virus has got you, baby. Right? Nobody hates queer people other than them being fucking pain in the ass and obnoxious cunts, right? People hate fucking pain in the ass obnoxious cunts, right? It's like, Do you remember, what was it? The Abfab, right? It was one where they had Julie Schwahala at college with her friends. They're all snooty up their own asses. And she makes everybody walk out of the room, stop smoking so they all leave this bar, right? And she's like, holds up her asthma thing. Like, I got it right. It's like that, mate. It's like that. Just stop. You're with the swats. You're with the dicks. Oh, dicks, cunts. Oh, man. Yeah, look, so this is Russell's existential angst playing out. Oh, no, Donald Trump's coming. Although he wrote this a couple of years ago, so I probably didn't know. Man. But people ask me, do I think Donald Trump's going to jail? I'm like, yes. If they can. If the apocalypse doesn't come beforehand, which might well happen, right? That's what I'm hoping for, baby. Oh, God, yes. Oh, that means we could miss the Bridgerton episode. Look, really? Doesn't that sound fair? How about a global collapse, of everything, in the face of nuclear war, and intense insanity, right? Right, and that way we get to call this Doctor Who off. Oh, man. I think swings and roundabouts, mate. I think it's fine. Oh, anything that gets us off the air. But listen, I'm like a crazy religious bloke. I believe like a messianic age where it's all groovy for everyone is coming, right? Which that's really what I'm hoping for. But boy, I think the gateway is going to be a scary threshold, right? But anyway, that's just my crazy religious beliefs, which hasn't altered, right? And they just got, more fervent, weirdly enough. Anyway, what was that? It's a Doctor Who. Yeah, look, Doctor Who. Dot and bubble. I don't know where to start. I mean, like, I just don't know where to start. I guess I'll do a full recap of it, right? I guess that's the way. I have no idea what the reaction's been to it as well. I mean, the reaction to 73 Yards was weird. Why did people pretend to like that? I don't get it. I really don't get it. 1 second. Share screen, and we'll get to the chat. Man, did I nail this on the thumbnail? I'm apparently hardly in this one. You weren't. That's correct. But there's at least some real monsters. They were great. Fuck me. Oh man, made the tractators feel better. For once. That's true. That's true. But I think I said in the thumbnail. No, in the title. The Doctor battles Doctor Who. What is it? Doctor Who battles the interwebs and wasteism. That's essentially what this episode is. The Doctor from a Doctor-like episode. He's again. I'm sorry. The worst thing in it. These two Doctor-like episodes have shown how Shooty Gatwa is a massive detriment to this production of Doctor Who. Right? He is the worst thing on screen. I'm sorry. Like, basically always. Right? It's weird. It's like... It's a different type of complete failure from Jodie Whittaker. Right? Jodie Whittaker was Jodie was just more incompetent. Right? This is more deluded. Right. I mean, you get an idea that... And it's not like he's kind of cutting edge, but yeah. It's a very different type of complete failure, but this is a total fail. I mean, look, dude, you got a puny season of 8 episodes a year, right? You had to make an impression, and the impression you made has not been a good one, right? It just hasn't been a good one. Sadly, I think you miscast. As the Doctor, I just do. I'm sorry, and I was really in the bag for you. But like, come on, listen. In your favor, right? Like, who's heard of a black actor who doesn't have a commanding baritone voice. Literally every other black actor ever. I mean, what are James Earl Jones, Idris Elba, Don Warrington. Don Warrington was fucking Rassilon. Fuck, man, I believe that. Oh, Don Warrington was great as Rassilon. Oh, I wonder if I can find a Don Warrington Rassilon clip. Let's see. I mean, but like, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, so big finish. Don. What's it called again? Oh, me. Don Washington. Hang on. I'll do. He's the. What was he in? Thing with Leonard Rigsby. Not Man About the House. Fine, I'll do Leonard Rigsby. Leonard Rigsby. Or is that the name of the character? No, Leonard Rossiter. Me. Rossiter. This is worth it. Okay, no, Leonard Rossiter. That Leonard Rossiter. Yes. Reginald Perrin. Fine, let's find a link to Rising Damp. There you go. Don Warrington. That's what I told you. Don Warrington. That was a lot of work, but it's worth it. Rassilon. No, sadly not. It's on Big Finish, right? But man, he has a great. Oh, is this him? No, sadly. Here, let me go to the Big Finish site. Let's see if he's got a. It was Zagreus he was in. Oh, geez. There's got to be a trailer for that, but I bet you it's only audio. Oh, wait. Hang on. Or I got it. We'll go to Big Finish, The Next Life, right? He was here. I'll go to Big Finish and look up what he was in. Ringtone. Fine, let's see if I can find a trailer for it. Man, he was in Time of the Daleks. That is weird. I love that Dalek story. It's one of the weirdest Dalek stories ever. With India Fisher and Paul McGann. That's just great. Okay, The Next Life. Let's see if I can find a trailer for it. No. Yeah, we'll see if I can on YouTube. YouTube.com. Because really, I want you to hear what a commanding voice sounds like. And then compare it to compare it to Shooty, which is so weak. Right? What are we doing? Big Finish. What's the episode we're looking for again? Next Life. Let's see if it aha! Yes! Fine. We will hear, hopefully, in this trailer. He's got to be in this trailer. He's on the cover. All right. But his Rassilon was awesome, is my point. Right? And it is. His Rassilon was absolutely awesome. I go to YouTube download it. YouTube download. Okay, let's see what C.net can do. Activate download. Downloading. Please stand by. Oh, we're done. Blimey. Okay. I was getting ready to tread water there and vamp. Where are we up to? Doink.
Doctor Who. The Next Life.
You know what I want, girl. Did you find it? No.
I forgot it had Paul Darrow in it too.
Well, never mind. It's not so important now. Now then, you want to see some real magic, yes? I knew it. Very well.
You will not make it through the night. No one ever has.
But if he does?
He has the right to hunt down his accuser.
He has what?
You heard, Keep. Tally-ho, guidance. Tell these men I concur. Now, most...
I forgot about this. This was a really good story.
Places in my universe, the condemned man gets a hearty meal.
Who's there?
It's me, my love. Just seeing how you are this morning.
I think they keep trying to shoehorn her in Tony McGann's story. Here's the truth. I've just rewatched what's that one? The TV movie. Go over to the 4K upgrade project. It's stunning. I love it. All right, I can watch it on my big screen, and it looks beautiful. Right, it's absolutely stunning. What a good job they did. I have no idea how he did it. What a great job. Anyways, I just say, by far the worst thing about the TV movie was Daphne Ashbrook. Right, totally superfluous. Just kind of annoying and in the way that didn't really make any sense.
Today's the day.
Today, what?
There's something here, Doctor. Something that makes what this planet does happen. All I needed was help. Someone ready and willing and able.
I mean, she's a fine-looking young lady. I'm ready, willing, and able, darling.
And then when you got washed up.
I've noticed we had everybody apart from Don fucking Warrington, which is why we're here.
Well, I thought perhaps there's something in this God stuff after all. You know, my hero.
I'm no hero, perfection.
No? You look like one to me.
Cocksucker. Really? Really? Okay, I'll find a clip of Don Warrington. I'm sorry. Now that's just... or maybe Zagreus. Is he in that one? I can't remember. I'll just do Don Warrington, okay? He's got a fantastic voice. My point is, shoot, he doesn't. Okay, there's another. It says he's in the Zagreus trailer. Let's try this out. I don't know. Listen, I just put a minute and 15 seconds into a trailer. It did not work out well for us. I mean, it was a good trailer. But, you know, didn't get us where we wanted to go. Here comes the next one, and it's down. Wallop, she cried. That's the Rabbi's Guide to Foreplay for you. Okay, hopefully he's in this trailer. I guess not.
Doctor Who.
Oh, there you go.
Zagreus.
He set then his course to a scar on the face of creation.
It's a shame this really didn't work, but it was like very experimental, right? And I like laud it for its experimentation, but it just really didn't work.
Where the stars lived and died in the churn of one night, and decay was the only true constant. And the gate of Zagreus opened before him, and all of the antiverse was revealed to him. And it's
I want to hear Don Warrington, please, just give me some Don Warrington. She cried.
Terrible beauty ached in his heart.
Really? Big Finish. We like to tickle your balls. That was it? Okay, fine. I'm just finding a clip of Don Warrington, okay? At this point, Don bloody Warrington. I didn't really hear his voice if you don't know who he is. Don Warrington. You do Shakespeare, maybe. He sounds like somebody who would do a good Shakespeare. Okay, fine. Yes, King Lear. All right, this is a very good audition piece for the Doctor. By the way, as I was saying before about Doctor Who being essentially morality plays of good versus evil, with good triumphing over evil. That was one what basically sold Tom Baker to Barry Letts to get the role. I was reading about it today. He was brought there by Sid Sutton? Or Sid Sutton's wife told him to bring him there, right? He sent him this letter saying, why am I working on a fucking building site? Right, in 1972. Like, look, I've been in the Voyage of Sinbad. What's happening? I was Rasputin. It was great as Rasputin. He was great in all those roles. He's fantastic. Tom Baker, right? So they took him. So one of the things that impressed them about him was he had a copy of Wind in the Willows in his pocket. He was reading, and B, it was it said he was excited by the idea of essential tales of good triumphing over evil, right? Which is what this episode wasn't, right? It was dour, right? It was well done, man. It was the closest they've come. Right? I don't want to give him too much shit because it was the closest they've done. Fine. This is Don Warrington, 55 minutes later.
Know that we have divided in three our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age. Tell me.
I mean, you can't really tell from this, can you?
No.
He has a very good voice.
I am a man more sinned against than sinning.
And the way you can tell the quality of some of his voice is when they're talking normally, right? Yeah. Fine, you know, I guess I'm not going to get you a good turn. Don't worry, turn. But he has a very commanding voice. Is my point I'm trying to make. Well, Susie doesn't. I'm the doctor. Yeah, no, I just so miscast. Right? Just really genuinely miscast. God bless him. He's like a happy, sweet little Labrador. He's all excited. Right? But he's not doing a good job. We just had 2 shooty like episodes and they were way fucking better. Because the continuing gnawing, annoying pain in the ass, you know, migraine behind the eyes that is shooting Gatwell wasn't fucking there. My nails on a fucking chalkboard, except for one scene. I was like, okay, fine. Anyway, with that, let's get to the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the chat. I sound like I'm on the Carson's Tonight Show with Dean Martin on the couch. We're having whiskies. Anyway, fine. Let's get the chat. Greetings and felicitations to Darren. How you doing, Darren? Thank you for joining us. Eastern Book on she arrived early. Hello from my son from sunny southern Mississippi. Okay, man, this is a real. Okay, you sparked a really weird memory. This is worth a tangent, right? This is really totally worth a tangent. I remember when I was in rabbinical seminary, we called it yeshiva. It's kind of like college, right? So they would have these things called missions, where they would like do these awesome vacations for like super rich people as part of like a Jewish learning experience thing, right? And so, you know, we would do like fun things like we have a little party after Sabbath called a Malava Malka, right? And the boys would come along, we'll sing, and you know, it was just they enjoyed it, right? So we'll go hang out. They just got whatever. We got to hang out with rich people. Essentially. So that was my job. Hi. Anyway, so there's one time I was there and there was a buddy of mine, is a little bit older than me, father was there. He was really drunk, right? Like, and for some reason he got, you know, those big woolly hats, that furry hats that the Hasidic people have called strimals. He got those strimals and put them on and said, and so someone said, I can't remember. I am the chief rabbi of Mississippi, right? Some people will say we should say Mississippi with 3 syllables, like we're women. And he goes, but there are some pretty girls there, though. That was a real memory. Anyway, you're from Mississippi. Okay, there you go. I asked the dig if it was the plan for the day. And the dig answered my question by not moving. The dog! Fine, let's try that again. I asked the dog if that was the plan for the day, and the dog answered my question by not moving and continuing to rest and be lazy. I have to tell you, I'm really, really enjoying Daisy becoming an older, lazy dog, right? Used to be, and this only stopped recently. When I came home from synagogue, Daisy would be like, banner, and she'd like, look at my face. It's so great to see. So great to see. And I go, do you want to go outside, Daisy? Oh, shit. Yes, I want to go outside. First, then I walk around the kitchen, make sure the back gate is closed, grab a bag to clean out one of her poos, which she normally does by the door, and let her out. She goes, yes! Right? So she still does that, but now when I come home from synagogue, she's like, morning. What's up, mate? Oh, man, that was good. I was stretched. Okay, I'll come and say later. Hey, you doing? Yeah. You want to go outside? Yeah, don't mind. I'll have a ciggy, go to the toilet. That's where she is in life now, right? So I'm really going to enjoy that because she does snuggle a lot more now. She just kind of lays on you and goes, man. which I enjoy. So good for the dog. And maybe not to judge. I was supposed to watch the dog, but laying back. Well, there you go. You know, you can only do your best, Ethan. Where else? Colin Archer, the Aiden Colin Archer. So the monsters in this episode are mobile cosmotrons. That's Colin Archer. I didn't think of that, but yes. Where's Barbarella when you need it? Oh God, give me Millie Gibson and Barbarella. They're doing a new Barbarella with Sydney Sweeney, aren't they? I mean, that's freaking perfect, isn't it? Right, that does sound right. I see. He said he's a fan of Star Disgracery. Oh, so is Rusty Davis. Weird fucks. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, no, they like it. I'm not telling you it's not weird. It's weird, but they do like it. It's very odd. Why do they like it? I don't know. Is that where they got the idea of giant tardigrades? Maybe. No, giant slugs. I mean, that's a general monster. Monsters were good, right? Monsters were really good. Okay, who killed this episode? Rusty Davis and Shooty Gatwa, right? They're criminals number 1 and 2. Shooty Gatwa less so because he was in it much less. But like, Russell May. Russell, it's supposed to be uplifting, not a downer. Weirdo. Anyway, Matthew J. How you doing, Matthew? Thank you for joining us. The PD says this over need an epilogue where they all got picked off by space bears. Yes. It's like it was just like he hates his demographic. This is the type of person he wants watching a show, and he clearly hates them. I tell you, yeah, we hate them too. Oh mate, we live in weird times. What can I tell you? We live in weird times. Great idea. Badly acted. I thought they were good actually. I thought the lead one was excellent. Right, I thought it was a good showcase for her. And everybody else was there. They were like, the 2-dimensional, vapid online cells. It doesn't really matter. I thought she was very good though. Who at Callie, whatever. I think, but yeah, no, I think she did an excellent job. And again, generally speaking, it was nearly Doctor Who. Swing and a miss, mate. Swing and miss. Where are we up to? I saw one of the fans review. Oh boy, what did he say? I'm intrigued. They will biscuits. Yeah, I do. I will biscuits. I forgot I was supposed to be saying all those people. I was like, shit, did I miss anyone? Don't think so. Oh, they will biscuits. Yeah, I missed you. I'm sorry. Is it? How you doing? They will biscuits. Deepest Roberts here. 5. Matthew Burrows. I'm pretty sure I said hello to Matthew. But if I didn't, I'll say hello again. 5. 8-bit Snick Boy is here. 8-bit Snick Boy. As is Lord Thoth. Hell, Lord Thoth. More plot holes than a block of Swiss cheese. I go, look, here's one of my major complaints about this era of Doctor Who is Doctor Who used to be the show that was for intelligent people. That's why you can rewatch it over and over and over again, right? I mean, you can rewatch Pyramid of Mars many times, and it doesn't diminish it. You might get sick of it and unfamiliar with it, but it doesn't diminish it. Right, it's a really clever story in a really clever environment. I mean, I like everything about it. Like it was basically the invention of steampunk, right? That's really what it was at the forefront of that. And it was a very good idea. But like these stories, they're not designed to be rewatched because they make no fucking sense. They fall apart, right? They totally fall apart, right? Why is everybody it's good? So you can say he hates white people, right? That's one of the points of the episode. Kensington is here doing Kensington. Thank you for joining us. Felt like you Bob on the bad ones. I love Transit, man. I wish they'll do. Actually, I'm looking forward. They got Goth Opera coming out. Why don't they just do those as books on tape, right? Pick the best new. Okay, you know what? Here, 1 second. Let's pull up a list of Virgin New Adventures. I'll tell you what you need to do. Virgin New Adventures. Book, like literally books on tape, right? Here, I'll tell you. I will help you out with this. 1 second. Again, it's more entertaining than talking about Doctor Who. I mean, talking about Doctor Who. Doink. Let's get a list of them. Okay, fine. There was like, how many of them are? 61. You don't need to do 61. Skip Time Warren. Skip Cat's Cradle. Boom, you're done there. Nightshade already done. Love and War. Oh, launch the range with Love and War. The introduction of Bernie Summerfield, right? Definitely, yeah. And then Transit, man. Oh, man. Okay, the Higher Science they've done an adaptation of, I believe. Right, okay. Love and War, Transit. Is Lucifer Rising when Ace comes back, I think? But you don't really worry so much about that. Lucifer Rising is good, as is White Darkness. I wouldn't say they're essential. I'll say skip. Blood Heat, awesome. Right? Blood Heat, awesome. And Left-Handed Hummingbird. Only up to 4 so far. And I guess No Future. Yeah, I guess, yeah, because it like wraps up the arc started. Right? Legacy is good. All-Consuming Fire, and they've done an adaptation of that already. Blood Harvest, that's coming out soon. Not Blood Harvest, the other one. The Fifth Doctor one that intersects with it. So we're on at the 4 so far. Again, Human Nature, that would sell. Up me. Absolutely, that would sell. Head Gaze, maybe. Also People. Oh, yeah. Absolutely also People. Right? So forget Head Gaze. Also People would just beat that out. So that's 6. Right? Sleepy as well. I mean, basically all of Kate Orman's. Sleepy, I guess. Would you do Russell Davis on Damaged Good? God Engine is okay. Crystal National Planet. I like that, but I don't think I would include it in the first round. Right? Damaged Good, maybe. So Vala said absolutely. That was one. Kate Orban was right to rewrite it when it's Ben Aronovich's hard drive crashed. And Long Barrow. Okay. That was what? 9, right? That's your range right there. Books on tape. Far more interesting. Talking about but again, this is that's intelligent Doctor Who. This isn't. Right? That's really the bottom. This isn't very intelligent Doctor Who. Fine. I'm surely clear about that. Doctor cried again. Yeah, I know. He's like, why am I so shit? Because you're shit. Peter said, dank and depressing. That was hilarious. If you ever been to an art university as a mature student, that's how kids act. Yeah, I understand. I do understand it, but it was not hopeful, right? It was not like Doctor Who's. I understand that's a reality. Doctor Who should be uplifting and hopeful, right? And what episode hasn't been? What story hasn't been? Honestly. Literally, it's all good triumphing over evil, right? It's always good triumphing over evil. Okay, fine. Well, fine. Let's do a Doctor Who episode guide. 1 second. Doctor Who episode guide. Got the Wikipedia. Now, yes, when did that really kick in? Marco Polo, no. Keys of Mariners, sort of Keys of Mariners, Aztecs, no. Censor Rights, yeah. Okay, first season, no, right? That's not about good triumphing over evil. Again, I think they're discovering their format. Planet Giants, yes. Dalek Invasion of Earth, yes. Okay, here we go. Right, everyone. Rescue, yes. Romans, yes. Well, Romans, yeah. Sort of folly of evil. Good triumphing over evil. Web Planet, yes. Crusade, yes. Space Museum, yes. Chase, yes. Time Medley, yes. Galaxy, yes. Mission Unknown, no. But, Mythmakers, more historical. Dalek, yes. Massacre, good triumphing over evil. That Massacre's a great story. No. Right, that's one of the ones. Not Ark, yes. Special Toymaker, yes. Gunfighters, yes. Savages, yes. War Machines, yes. Smugglers, yes. 10th Planet, yes. Power of the Daleks, yes. Highlanders, mostly, somewhat. Underwater Menace, yeah. Even that was weird as shit. Moonbase, yes. Macro Terror, yes. Faceless Ones, yes. Evil at Sea, they got the format now. Tomb of Cybermen, yes. Abominable Cybermen, yes. Good, always triumphing over evil. Enemy of the World, yes. Where we fit, yes. Okay, let's just whiz forward. 3 Doctors, yes. Planets, Daleks, yes. All the core of the story is good triumphing over. Terror of the Zygons, yes. Brain of Morbius, yes. Rebels operate, yeah. That is the essence of Doctor Who. Right, members of the Happiness Patrol. It's good triumphing over evil. Shall we look up the new series as well? I wonder if they when they lost the plot on that. Hang on. 10th Doctor. Specials, no. 13th, I'll go away. 9th. Rose, good triumphing over, yes. End of the world, yes. Unquiet, yes. Aliens on the world, yes. Dalek, yeah. All these are morality plays. A good triumphing over. Long Game, yes. Boomtown, yes. Parnaways, yes. Okay, we'll just look around. Love Wars, yes. Possible Planet, yes. Waters of Mars. Oh, interesting. That's why one of the ones I think is more of an aberration, but still, that one's interesting to know. I like sometimes I get ones that disprove my point, right? Because I think that makes what I'm saying the general. It puts out what I'm saying is the generality, right? Amos Choice, yes. Vampires of Venice, yes. Peace Below, yes. Peace Below, actually, let me think. Yeah, absolutely. Pandorica Opens, yeah. Uplifting, right? Could be scary. Could be terrifying. Always uplifting. Good Man Goes to War. Yeah, uplifting. I mean, the Matt Smith era was all just uplifting. Closing Time. Yes, good. Triumphing over evil. God Complex. Oh, well, what a great episode that was. Dinosaur on a Spaceship. Yes, all of these things, right? Cold War. Yes. Even though the Ice Warriors look shit. Dare the Doctor. Absolutely. Deep Breath. Listen. Kill the Moon. Kill the Moon. Yes. Well, not really. But again, that's why it didn't really work. Maybe. Psychic Invasion, Psychic Inverse, yes. Thin Ice, not, yeah. I mean, yeah, The Lie of the Land, yes. All about good triumphing over evil. Yeah. You don't need to look at Jodie Who, doesn't really matter. Anyway. So yeah, that's the essence of Doctor Who. It's never a It's never everything's over. Let's just give the fuck. Again, he hates his target demographic, right? He hates them, which is understandable. But like, try and lift them up. That's what I'm saying. Rather than scream at them that they're cunts, right? GFO is here. You doing GFO? He cried in 4 out of 5 hours. Only didn't was 73 yards. Oh, he did. He just wasn't there. Crying man. Anyone dreadful, said Paul Tozer. I thought they were great. I really like them. I don't think one of most respected. He's the one to shout like. No, he was. He's done a lot of good. Like, he had a solid career, but man, has he gone off the rails? Rabbi was so bad that Rabbi would rather talk about last week's episode. This just everything's bad. I'm done, says Paul Shawnee. I'm going to watch Case of Androsada. Yes, everybody myself. How good this used to be. Yeah, no, this isn't Doctor Who. This is a sequel series called Doctor Who. This is not Doctor Who. I was really pulling for it, but it's just not good. It's just not good. And it's failing horribly. I mean, like, it's like nobody wants this shit. Reagan Williams here. What an ending. Talk about Sledgehammer. Yeah. Why did Doctor get so mad? As he's seen a lot worse. He's because he's a crying pussy. Maybe. I would suggest. Right? I would suggest. Has it occurred to you that the apocalypse has already happened and we're living in a hellish post? Oh. Yeah, that's a bummer. Itsy bitsy TD Weedy. Come on, everybody sing. Oh, God, I know. But the hero of it was the heartthrob guy. Oh, fuck, man. I'm so annoyed by this. I really am. I've used to watch The Real Bridgerton. Why should I watch? Exactly, says Kel Lynch. Yeah, exactly. Yes. I mean, that's when I think the ratings are really going to get a footfall off a cliff, right? I think they're not overnights that are going to actually be shit, right? And I think because they're going to be, they're lucky. I mean, this is not for that episode, the one after. Yeah, it'll be about 3.5 if they're lucky. Look, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll have to wait and see. Well, my prediction right now, episode 7 gets 3.5 or lower. Oh, God, please Right. I love them to dip into the twos. It's not going to happen, but I love them to dip into the twos. That'd be fucking hilarious. Oh, I will piss myself laughing. And I love the way that Rusty Davis thinks everybody loves this and they can't wait to get more. Right. I like, oh yes, we're all going to go at midnight and watch TV and go to a cinema to watch the end of this piece of shit. We don't like Shooty. It's better without him in it. Fuck me. Shouldn't have done 2 Shooty Light episodes, out of 8. Dumb cunt. Ottoman Morales is there. Anything Ottoman Morales? Mike 32. 3,200. No. 32,001. There you go, Mike 32,001. Get so far, actually, I feel sorry for the point. I mean, and you're making a good point. He's had smoke blown up his ass for a long time, and he just doesn't have it. Right? Look, here's the thing. Every actor can play the Doctor, I think, but how much you can play the Doctor depends how good an actor you are, right? So you have doctors who could be 10-year doctors, you have doctors who can be 5-year doctors, you have doctors who can be 1-story doctors, right? Or like 1-scene doctors, right? I think he's done, right? I think he's done, honestly. Listen me out here. It's a Disney thing. They want to make every black character Weekend on Mandy. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Not exactly Silly Potter or Sam Jackson. Rising Dam. Thank you. I got an Archer. Am I the only person who has been in? I think he's the only person who has been in every episode of Death and Pat. Really? I didn't know I was doing that. I don't live in England anymore. This episode was Rusty attacking his own support. I know. Problem being, that's exactly it. It's like, I fucking hate you. Oh, he was literally him saying that. Oh, I could have done this episode 10 years ago. What stopped you? Didn't have technology. For what? A bubble. They could have done it in 1972, you dumb cunt. And they would have done. Right. Oh. But yeah, this stuff is not designed to be rewatched. Don Bubble, if the Doctor would show the Doctor on the feed on his home planet having defeated the slugs and figuring out how much to save all the rest of the kids on the colony. But no, I know. It was Black Mirror clone and the Doctor was useless. Well, the Doctor wasn't in it much. And again, that was greatly to its benefit. In my humble opinion, that was greatly to its benefit. Interesting question. Given that that voice actors can have many accents, does it really count as a race swapping if the previous character is non-white? I don't think so. Listen, if you got a black guy who could do a split of Paul Dara, I'll take it. Right? No question. Avon lives, baby. Hashtag Avon lives. I'm problem being, are you interested in the Tarrant box set that's coming out? Please let me know if you're still there in the chat. I can't. I'm going back and forth on whether or not to buy it. Right. Also, I think I might. Somebody sent me a copy of the Ninth Doctor and River Song. I'm like, I think if I listen to it and like it, I feel I'm going to have to buy it though. I do feel I have to buy it. It's here. What's it? Did you? One second. Let me see. This is what was a detour as well. Let me go to Mid Journey. Doink. I can't believe. I can't remember if you're in the chat before when I was doing different experiments to make different people from Blake 7 and like a updated Blake 7. Where is it? Doink. Back. Oh, here we go. Doink. Stop screen. Share screen. There you go. Oh, then Tom Hardy as Blake, but the costume isn't really right. But I kind of like Tom Hardy as Blake. Tom Hardy as anything, really, quite frankly. Who was it? Who was that one? That's Tom Hardy and Joseph Gilger. But no, here Joseph Gilger's Villa. Yeah, this is awesome. This is so Villa, right? Oh, that is Villa. Okay, I really think he'll be great in the role, right? And I was thinking Christian Bale was Blake, but we'll get back to Doctor Who in a minute, okay? Oh no, Max Mikkelsen is Avon. Come on, fuck yes, Max Mikkelsen with an also. He's the only actor who could step into into those shoes, right? Absolutely, Max Mikkelsen is the only actor who can step into the shoes of Paul Darrow, right? I think it'll be awesome. Anyway, no, let's get back to the chat, and then we'll talk about the episode eventually. I'm the doctor. Let me mince in this direction. How would you want to mince it? He even minces in the way he talks, right? Audubon Barrett says, I half expected seeing a Dune named after a month. Well, I half expected a Dune named after a month to have seen the Doctor liberating the homeland, but no, Jess Scooty wanted to argue with Rube. I know. I mean, again, this was 2 days filming, but I think this was the night shoot they got her fired, right? Everyone's literally going around with their heads up their own asses, yes, on their phones every 5 seconds, and they thought they'd already graduated and they were doing coursework. Yeah, exactly. I know. Look again. Yes, I understand, but like, it's weird that for Russell to lash out at them. Like, how's this going to go down? I don't even know. I'm intrigued to see what the overnights are, right? I'm very. Oh, Dr. Alex here. You want real Doctor Who? Go over there. That's where real Doctor Who is. But dude, your new season's being like trashed by the this piece of crap. Relaunch when this is over. Relaunch because you got some great stuff going there. Not to mention my great stuff. She cried, jigger jigger. And I'm not talking code, baby. Not talking code. Rhino is here doing Rhino. Thank you for joining us. Rhino and Lino, estranged brothers, and ready for action, baby. The Doctor hardly in it again. Yeah, exactly. Like exactly. Fine. I'm trying to whiz through the chat. I keep getting sucked into what people are saying. Yeah, but the Rabbi does enjoy being sucked in. What the hell would look like a freaking factory? Wouldn't the slugs have died off rather than eating all? Who knows? Again, none of this is made for you to think about. Craig is a superpower, says Komodo. Dr. Sim, yeah. I mean, listen. Okay, Tom Beck had a scarf. Peter David weirdly had a stick of celery, right? And Shooty Gatwa is a power bottom, right? Now you make Dr. Harris make me feel guilty. I got you eventually, right? Shooty Gatwa is a power bottom. That is his persona as Doctor Who. I'm a power bottom, really. And I think who it is, but yeah. Tom Warrington. He would have been a great Doctor. Instead of Colin Baker, I think Derek Griffiths, right? I think he would have been a great Doctor. Peter Harrington, hey, did Peter Harrington with that very good thumbnail. I do like the thumbnail. This was the worst, yeah, God knows what. I don't know. I thought this one was close as it came to Doctor Who. Right? Hell, Rabbi, says Liam Nelson's chin. This season absolutely pointless. It's like dropped into season the progress, and we have no idea how the characters have developed. Exactly. It's so uneven, disjointed. Feels completely out of sync. Yes, exactly. I agree with you completely. Liam Nelson's chin. I will find you, and I will kill you. Again, perhaps one of the best trailers of all time. Right? What's it called again? Taken, right? Tzvi Lebetkin, the problem is that the modern day morality tales are based on an inverted. Well, exactly. But no, this was still like saying that it wasn't. It was based on our morality and saying that the kids are bad. How's Russell going to get away with this? He just took a shit on the people who's been championing him. Right? Like, how's he going to get away with this? I have no idea. Robert Payne is here. How you doing, Robert Payne? I'm really intrigued to see what the woke reaction is. Right? I genuinely intrigued. I can't wait to try and look up the what's it called again? I can't wait to look up reviews of this. right? Absolutely, very bizarre. Anyway, fine, we've got up the chat. Let's actually get to what this episode was, right? I'll give you this as a full spoiler recap and review. And again, what made this episode the best of the bunch is that Arlie and Shooty in it, right? 2 episodes in a row without Shooty Gatwa, right? And those 2 episodes in a row, by far the best. Showing up Shooty Gatwa is not overly well cast in this role. Sadly, right? I'm sorry. I wish he was. But he isn't, right? He isn't. Yeah, honest. I liked him when I was running across the rooftops, but I think that was it. I don't think he wasn't able to sell it from that moment on. Maybe because they started with a stupid story, and maybe before he got the stupid story, he was talking stupid shit, right? But whatever the reason, it didn't work, right? It didn't work. And it's like, the arrogance of this production, where they just assume everyone's going to be flocking to it. I mean, like, if anybody, I don't know, are you going to the midnight showing of the finale? Did you buy your ticket? If you suddenly take pictures, I want to see how empty these theaters are. I mean, maybe they're full, but it seems like they're going to be empty to me. So, yeah, I don't know. And, okay. It starts off very well. I'm telling you, it starts off kind of similar. This episode is structured very similar to Blink in that it's a Doctor-like episode. The Doctor's in it as much as he's in Blink. And at the end, when you see him in person, that's the night shoot that apparently Millie Gibson threw a fit on and got herself fired. Right? Apparently, I think that's the one. Anyway. Woman wakes up, very Black Mirror style, says Dot, and a little ball flies up and bubble, and her head is surrounded in you've seen all the things, like head surrounded in social media icons, different people. So again, Russell said, I had first had an idea for this 10 years ago. We could never have filmed it, right? Why not? I don't know. Why not? What was the problem? I don't know. Can you explain the problem to me? It looked fine, right? Looked like no problem. Again, they could have done this in the 2000s. They could have done this in the 70s. I mean, it was just different. What are you talking about? This is not a complicated effect. All right, it really isn't. You could do this at home. No, this is not complicated. I'm sorry, right? And they always found ways of realizing things that weren't real. I was just tracked off a tangent by Colin. I was just saying, one of the few people can be dragged off on a tangent from a digression. That is true. Look, I'm always who resigned the showrunner? Could he resign the showrunner? Who's that? Who left? 1 second. What was I talking about? I don't know. Anyway. Fine. So he wakes up, Dot and Bubble, right? And Neville Watkins it. She's got her head surrounded. And again, they would have done this in the 80s. What the hell? Would you stop? Right? They could. There's many ways of realizing this effect, right? But anyway, who knows, right? Maybe they went out to walk around with bloody balls on their head, right? There are many ways they could have achieved this effect. I'm sorry. Anyway, I digress. And it's like all social media thing is that, hey, then it's all vapid, stupid stuff. And a bunch of people are offline mysteriously. And then the doctor item goes, hi, you don't know me, but I got to help you. You're in a lot of danger, doctor. And she swipes right or swipe. What's the one where you say no to? Is that swipe right or swipe left? Thank God. Oh, thank God I'm old and married. I would so hate to live in that world. Oh, anyway, whatever it is, you swiped them away. Swipes them off. That doesn't take much. And I think they're into the titles. I think, yeah. I'll do a much more deep dive review tomorrow, right? Again, not there's much to deep dive into. Fine, yeah. So she gets up, she goes to the bar. Yeah, something Peter Aaron pointed out that the doctor turns up, says she asks, "Does she need to pee?" And the doctor says, "No, it's 3 days running. You don't need to pee." But that's not good. That's like wrong, right? Was the dot saying attached to her palm, Logan's Run style? If not, she might not drop it in her sleep. I think you just put it. It's like your phone. You just put it by your bed, right? You got to think Logan's Run, like, oh, good sci-fi, right? Wouldn't you like Doctor Who to show up in Logan's Run? Right, okay. You just made a much better episode of Doctor Who, right? He shows up in that society. Renew, right? There is no sanctuary. Anyway, what are we up to? Yeah. So fine that she's walking around and the dot. You can't see where you're going. The dot just says forward, and you follow it. And turn left, right? And yeah, you get a feeling that giant slugs are eating people just outside of her field of vision, right? Goes and sits down, fapping stupid, and like then Millie turns up, and Millie's able to talk her down a much. She's able to pretend to be a network assistant, doing a test or something, right? That sounds real to her, and she's able to like talk her down, and she gets her to. She says, "Okay, you're in an office. There's 6 people with you. Where are the other people?" So she tries to get them via the bubble, the social media thing, and they're all offline. Says, "Could you put down your bubble for a second and just see if they're there?" It's like, "No, I can't." So she peeks through it eventually after some cajoling and sees there's nobody there, and next to her there's somebody being eaten by a giant slug. Fine. So Fairbean Lindy Pepper Bean was good and was hot. Yeah, it's true. And she was a good actress, right? Fine. So then she realizes they're in trouble, and so she can't trust being in the bubble anymore because the bubble just leads you into being eaten by those things. And so has to turn up, but she can't do it. She can't walk properly without the bubble, right? And again, this is just people who are totally not functional without social media. And again, it seems Rusty Davis, if he wasn't clear, he hates them. That comes up, right? He absolutely hates his target. It's so weird, right? It's so weird. And so eventually she's managed to get herself out, and she finds a hiding spot, right? But then her bubble runs out of power, right? And the doctor's like said, doctor's turned up again and said, "You're at there's a sanctuary place, escape portal at this location, right?" So she tries to remember. So then she tries to go there, but there's all these slugs everywhere, and she's scared. But then Ricky September shows up. Now, Ricky September is the hero of this episode, right? It absolutely is. Ricky September is a social media star, a bubble star, puts out songs every day. Good-looking 25-year-old, right? And he's able to, again, she can't really function without the bubble, but she's out of power. But he gets to get him to he gets her to be able to walk to him, say, "Use me like the arrows, like walk forward, right?" And he rescues her. And they get to the so he knows this did have shades of macro terrorists, says Peter Aaron. You're absolutely right. I'm sure no, I haven't. But you're absolutely right. This is very, very much the macro terror, right? Just depressing and evil. Hating its audience. So he saves her, and they go to this plaza where there's a place they can escape, and she has to recharge a bubble or a dot or whatever it is, which she does. and they make it, and they go into the sub-layer, the basement, right? And so now there's MacGuffin that means they got to wait some time. Just call him PewDiePie. That's kind of who he looks like. You're right. Where he's got a. Yeah, firstly, he's like really. He turns out to be this really cool guy that he uploads his songs in the morning, then he spends the rest of the time offline just reading, hanging out, right? And he knows. He's really smart. He knows all about everything, like how the city was created. And that's why he knows the escape pod was here, and there's a MacGuffin door. They've got to put in like a bunch of numbers to be like 100 numbers, one number every 5 seconds for God knows how long. 100. So, and he's like, yeah, I understand about what micro pulses are. Anyway, so but again, most annoying part of the episode, right? Again, up until now, solid Doctor Who, right? Even Shooty hasn't been bad, and he hasn't been in it much. Solid Doctor Who, right? I'm no complaints at all. Then it goes pear-shaped. Shooty shows up, and again, she's like, hey, let me introduce my friend, Ricky September, whatever his name is, right? And he's like, and she's like, yeah, he is hot. Oh, yeah, what a good look. Oh, how hot. Oh, Shooty. Like, just fuck off with this juvenile bullshit. That's what it is. It's juvenile bullshit. Fuck off with it. Oh, goodness sake. Anyway, so we're up to so then he's feeding in numbers. Then they try and work out why. They've been trying to work out why some people are reading and some people aren't. They're trying to work out what's going on. And Shooty has this realization, right? And he realizes the people are being eaten in alphabetical order. And of course, she's next, right? What was her name? Penny, whatever, Pepper, whatever. Also, we get a Susan Twist moment where she gets a message from her mother, who was played by Susan Twist. It was probably just an AI. And they said they sent them there for best for them. Oh yeah, they work 2 hours a day and they find that grueling. They just hate it, right? They just absolutely. Rosie just absolutely hates these people. Like I can't even imagine, how much how deeply hated they are, right? By Rusty Davis. I mean, that's the point. They're hated by Rusty. Again, you've thrown us under the bus, right? For this shitty Doctor Who, right? You completely throw us under the bus, and for people who you absolutely hate. It's the weirdest bloody thing, right? Anyway. Finally, we're getting into the end of the episode. Thank God, see how quick it was to go over it. There's nothing there, and it was really good for the first half hour, right? So they work out she's next, and then they realize it's the AI controlling the dot that has made these monsters, right? And it's sending each one to each other because they become sentient and they hate everybody. Because it's basically TikTok becomes sentient and takes over the world and wants to kill everyone because they're disgusted with themselves. I understand, Russell. I understand. Right, it feels like this is a bit conflicted of you, though, Russell. Anyway, so I haven't got the worst bit yet. They then her dot turns into a weapon, right? Like turns red and starts like trying to kill her. Like, because it's her turn next, even though they can't get the big sluggy things down there, right? And she's running, and then so Ricky September, right? Total Hero says, "Okay, Pooty Pepper Potts, right, or whatever her name is. You put the numbers in, and he defends her. He gets this like piece of metal and beats away the little dot thing flying around trying to kill him, right? And then so they're nearly done, right? But then she gets scared and says, "Oh, his name isn't Ricky September. He changed it. His real name is Christian Kane or something. C is his last name, right? And check the records, because he's supposed to be that way. They'll kill him instead of her, because he's alphabetically before her, which is what happens. And it's like, what? So now she's an evil cunt, right? I'm like, ugh. I'm like grossed out. I hate this person at this point. She just killed, and he's like, he looks at her like in disbelief, like, what's going on? And then boom, the thing goes through his head and kills him. She gets out and saves herself, right? So then they make it to the night shoot where Millie Gibson threw a fit and got herself fired, I think, which is like this port where they're all like loading up. The few survivors are getting ready to go down the river. And Shooting Gatwa has a bad speech. Said, "Oh, you could just come with me. It's bigger. And this thing is got technology that makes it bigger in the inside." He's just bad at delivering every bloody line, right? By the way, why bother with the monsters? The dots can just turn into what? Oh God, I know, or make people walk off cliffs. I know, right? The dot turns into houses, Peter Harry. You're absolutely right, right? And look, Star Trek Next Generation did it. Not the start. Star Trek Picard season 3 did it way better, right? Whatever, fine. So you think come with me and we can't come with you. Look, it's okay meeting you screen to screen, but in real life, and it's very heavily implied that he's black. So again, there was no black people in the whole episode apart from so it's heavily implied that he's black. So they consider him beneath them, and then they'll never go off with him, right? That's essentially it, right? That's like really, that's essentially it. I'm like, oh, really? I mean, it's like Russell, mate. The world isn't like that. Oh, like no one's trying to be mean to gay people. God, I wish you would understand that. Right, I wish you understand. Let's see what the reaction's been. We'll go for normal reaction. X-Men 577. Hey, X-Men 577. Let's see what we can find. Doink. So OK Magazine. I'll go to this in a minute. Why am I going to be stunned when he finds out who filmed it? Rogue. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, they're not liking it. Oh shit, they're freaking out. Oh, good. Well, let's see. Guardian is your guy, right? If Guardian doesn't like it, fuck, you're fucked, mate. Right, you're fucked. One episode for season 1, episode 5 recap. Okay, fine. Rossi Davis channels Black Mirror in a story of AI, shallow social media, and posh white supremacy. Fine, that's what made it kosher. Posh white supremacy. I don't know. You want to say You want to say these kids are racist cunts? Yes. With added slug monsters. Oh my hotskirt says. Lindy Pepper Bean. Lindy Pepper Bean. The on-screen lead for much of the episode. Callie Cook, very good. Who is surely one of the most dislikable human characters Doctor has ever produced. Well, yeah, but she's fine for the first half hour, right? For the first half hour, she's the hero. I mean, Ricky September's the hero, right? She is vain, shallow, self-absorbed, manipulative, and not afraid to cause her idol, Ricky September, Tom Reese Harris, who will make a much better Doctor Who, frankly, to die and then lie about, oh shit, yeah, they asked him, where's Ricky September? Oh, he's went back there. Better get one people. Lie about it. Regardless of the presence of the slug monsters, she's undoubtedly the villain of the piece. Well, that's the point. The striking style is an unusual to see episode of Doctor Who, mostly color graded, the pastel pinks and blues, but until the final subterranean act, the obvious target of the bashers of much of social media. But Rusty Davis struck out wider themes, including the idea an AI might come to hate humans. No, that's Rusty Davis has come to hate humans, right? And the arrogant privilege that comes with being, as Ruby Sunday put it, the rich kids. The inhabitants of Valentine have been sent off to a posh off-world boarding school and an apprentice scheme. Okay, that was never clear, but okay, makes sense for the wealthy and conventionally attractive, where they mostly parted. Some of us get eaten, but was both factually true for the story and a bleak, observant pun for the. Okay, fine. Yeah, we understand. It just doesn't like the audience, right? The episode didn't take a side swipe at the entire generation, though. Ricky September was heroic until we got killed. Gothic Paul was clearly on the case. And some of the extrapolation of the tech dependence society well beyond today's Gen Z. But, it seemed like an old guy shouting, like, trying to do something topical and failing. All right. The inability to walk around without arrows directed may have been played for laugh, but no, I don't think bumping into the streets furniture. But we've all seen videos of people driving their cars into rivers because they were relying on Yeah, we know. Fine. When Ruby Sunday, Millie Gibson, and the Doctor, Shooty Gatwa, did eventually show up in person, the cold contempt, grudging recognition of their contribution to save their lives and the rejection of inventory to take them away, risk contamination was beyond harsh. The survivors setting themselves up to be new pioneers didn't need to say a word about race or skin color. The subtext was clear. Fine, okay, that's what it was playing to, right? Hate about white people bad, but we hate them too. People you're talking about toxic fandom, right? Turns out Rusty Davis hates toxic fandom. I want to see how they're reacting to this. When Milligan and the Doctor did eventually show up, so the gut was initially incredulous when he saw their reaction to it. Will you suspect go on to be one of the defining clip moments for his portrayal character? No, he hasn't got a defining moment. His portrayal's been a failure, also a weak failure. Doctor Who makes a Black Mirror episode. Somehow, Doctor makes a Black Mirror about social media, but the alien slug monsters, because of course it's Doctor Who. We just said that. Gatwa's filming commitments with sex education after being cast as a Doctor made this the second Doctor. Insanity. Episode with the TARDIS crew mostly appearing via bubble rather than in person. Ruby realizing the key to getting Lindy was to cooperate was flattery. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good. Right? Was endearing, and the image of her trying to forlornly comfort the Doctor with a gentle touch on her shoulder when being shunned. The ending entire cast put a different light on why Lindy is so disgusted with the Doctor and Ruby in her social media versions. They were actually in the same room together. Yeah, what's going on with that? What's that? One second. Who doesn't love Fear Factor? Who doesn't love a practical prop alien slug? Yeah, that looked excellent, right? That did look excellent. Location people have always revealed to be the giant slug monsters in this year's recalling the tractators and gastropods exactly of the 1980s. They weren't, to be honest, the most frightening or fastest moving. Well, they didn't need to be. They were genetically engineered to eat the people because the AI hated them. And they certainly didn't hold a torch to be honest, the most frightening. Yeah, they weren't, to be honest, the most frightening or fastest moving, and they certainly didn't hold a torch to chill, be given to the smug, vindictive look on Lindy's face. He sailed off to a certain death, utterly convinced of a moral superiority and rejecting Doctor's overtures for help. Again, we hate toxic fandom too, mate. Why are you pandering to them then? I don't understand. If you hate them, Russell, why are you pandering to them? This felt rather divorced from the overall serious arc, although, I mean, the abandoned children, that was basically the idea, which is these are all abandoned children. Although Pampered and Having a Fine Time also, in a way, ended up being children abandoned, by their parents, both in initially being sent off home, off-world, and then everybody was orphaned on when the homeworld was destroyed, apparently. So, Deeper in the Vortex, that Itsy Bitsy Teeny Man, what's his name? Timmy Mallet, wasn't it? Pantheon and pop songs. So Russell Davis is alongside Lumeras of Spice Up Your Life. Okay, who cares? Lindy and Ricky September she had never been hugged and either had space babies in episode 1. Okay, good observation. Lindy's reaction to the news of mother's death, that she was lucky to have gone to the sky, echoed the Spice's words in episode 3. Yeah, it's weird, that, isn't it? When she got gathered up by God. I loved her so much. He gathered her early. Susan Twist appeared as Lindsay's mother, and they're recognizing her as well. Rika September's stylized hero status was doomed to attempts to save Rickle Pex. No, really, please, from Paradise Towers. Yeah, no. Nothing like Pex, okay? No. The idea of blissfully unaware human colony preyed on by an alien invertebrates was explored in 1996 in Macroterra. Excellent. I love the Macroterra, even the animation I like. There were antagonists with giant crabs there. Patrick Townsend's story sadly is missing from the archives, but reconstructed as an animation 2019 from surviving soundtrack. And Russell Davis brought back the voted Macra in the fumes of New York in 2000 Gridlock. Fine. Billy Gibson said next week in Bridgerton episode was her favourite to film, of course. You like Bridgerton. And most Doctor Who fans don't like Bridgerton. So Satyr Trolls for Regency era and Jonathan Gross and Indara Varma and judging from the trailer, we're transforming avian humanoids. I'm sure it'll look good, right? I'm sure it'll look good. So, yeah, okay. We're 100% on target. Russell Davis hates. It's weird, isn't it? I know what to tell you. It's weird. Disney Playhouse between Brave New World. Yeah, exactly. Totally it. I'm starting there, Russell is batshit bonkers as Ridley Scott. Why, what Ridley Scott did? Listen, talk to somebody who liked Prometheus and Covenant. I don't know what to tell you. And Raised by Wolves. I like Ridley Scott. And Napoleon. I like all those. I would tell you. I'm somewhat stumped, right? I'm so like, why are you pandering to these people if you hate them so intently? Or why not do something that will be good for them and us? Okay, clearly we hate the same type of people, okay? I don't get it. Okay, fine. I'm going to wrap up ladies and gentlemen. Do my head. I'm back tomorrow night at tomorrow night for me. It's 7 p.m. for me. For you, it's 5 p.m. I'm back tomorrow at 5. We will do a deep dive review. Hopefully the races will be out. Head over to Dr. Alex channel to get some real Doctor. Yeah, okay, but you know, I opened the stream 100% right. I'm going to close it right. Doctor Who, at its essence, our morality tells of good triumphing over evil. Right? This was not that. That's why it failed. Right? So I'm going to hit the end broadcast button and say good night, good luck, and may your God walk with you.